That's a thumbnail, honey, of someone who's happy about it, you know?
Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah.
Melanated!
Oh, welcome to another episode of A 90-Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, Season 4, Episode 12. I don't know the title, but...
I don't know it.
This is my friend Chris.
Sorry, Chris. I'm sorry. I thought you were like, but Chris knows it. And I was like, I absolutely don't know the title. I go, why would you put me on the spot like that? And I don't know why you think I know the title. I'm just like, person one hand and a guy in the other. Like, I don't know, like, you know, like, what a great title.
I want you to know, though, that I would never assume that you would know that title. I know that it would be me.
Yeah.
I know you.
Okay. Now I realize you were pointing at me for me to be like, and me, Chris Farah.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Was friends.
It's a moment.
Okay. You sometimes see and sometimes you don't, you know? Like, you sometimes
remember this person? Remember this gal? She has... Nope. What are you doing? You got bored? Did she get bored? Because she sure did pull out her phone while we are live on these internet streets.
You know what I was just thinking? I was like, I wonder if my people know I'm live. And so I was like, what if I just went live on YouTube and was like, look, we're on Wa's channel, go to hers. But like, I don't know.
You had a lot of thoughts in that moment and then it started proceeding to do something before... Just kidding.
Asking about the thoughts. Asking and making sure the thoughts were normal thoughts. Logical thoughts.
Logical thoughts. You should have said
smart thoughts. Look who just went on her phone, by the way.
No, I'm bringing up the topics. All right. So let's get started with the first couple because we're talking about a show.
Oh, yeah. We weren't just going to hang out?
No. This is 90 Day Fiancé recap.
Just hang out.
You're not being serious.
Okay, fine. We can hang out tomorrow on my channel when we're going to do morning. We don't
you didn't know this was a recap? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So the first couple
nightmare.
I'm going to speak now and just let me.
I'm going to forever hold my peace.
Starting now. The first couple that we're going to talk about is Andrei and Libby. Tell me what you think about it, Chris.
Well, I will tell you right now, you know what? I wish I could say that Andrei, like, annoyed me because he's, like, very anti-feminist and stuff like that. But, like, he's just good with the baby and he has, like, a cute small dad where you're just like, what's the mom look like? Because, I mean, someone in that family is very tall and he's just so massive. He just sits down. He's just like, this, blah, 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 blah. But, like, honestly, Andrei, $15,000 for a wedding, are your family putting that up? Is that just, like, sell some land in Monrovia? No.
Monrovia, California.
Moldovia.
Where there's a Trader Joe's right off the 210 in Monrovia, California.
You know how it's like Geneva is like whatever, like, you know how like Julie Andrews is in that Anne Hathaway.
You mean how like Geneva is a
as a real country, but like their fake country was like Geneva or whatever. Moldovia sounds like
Geneva is a convention and a country, and Moldova sounds like Monrovia.
Yeah, but like if I was to be like, oh my God, it's the new queen, and I was like, yeah, I'm queen, and they're like queen of a country, and I was like, Monrovia. You know, like Moldovia, it's Eastern European. I'm queen of that country, so bow down. You know.
Okay, guys, for those of you who are not following along what she's talking about, we're talking about Andrei and Libby, and we start off this episode, this episode with them leaving the hospital with the baby. And I talked about this last episode. So this was really weird because the first 45 minutes was something that we saw last week. So really the only thing that was new was the last 20 something minutes or like half an hour
leaving
maybe.
His dad?
Yeah.
His dad leaving.
Yeah, so because we even saw the part where Chuck comes over and tells him something about I'm going to cut Libby off. You're going to have to be responsible for the house and everything.
Nice to be in the house that I paid for. Like first time in this house, the down payment that I gave you, like, you know, just like kept saying it, and they're just like, want to hold the baby and shut up, you know?
Yeah. So I'm just going to start with the newer part of the episode. So we have Andrei's father is leaving and Andrei's sad. Libby is sad. The baby looks like it seems as though he's been there for about 4 weeks. And because that's how much the baby has grown. I think the baby is about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 weeks or 4 weeks. So that is leaving. Andre is very upset. Andre's also wearing an outfit that makes me very upset. I don't like it when people wear light on the bottom and dark on the top. Like, for instance, Tracy's outfit in last episode in Love After Lockup, she had like light blue denim on with like a red top. And I just don't like that aesthetic.
Yeah.
So that was my main problem with this part of the episode, besides the fact that like Chuck was being crazy and trying to ask Andre what he was doing for money and how he was going to take care of the family. And it's just like, Chuck, it's honestly none of your business. And Libby is like upset with Andre because Andre drops this bombshell on her and tells her that they need to have a wedding in Moldova and that wedding should cost at least $15,000. She doesn't know where Andre thinks that he's going to get this money from. Not at all. But she's willing to support him in getting it done. And I'm willing to support too. He's talking about as early as this summer. So it's not even like he's like, okay, we have a year to save up and then we have to go. He's like, no, in the next season. Like, I don't know what, maybe it's what, December, I think is around Christmas time. So.
And it makes me feel like he thinks that her dad's just going to pay for it. Like, he's something about like him that thinks that like she's just going to keep getting money because like he thinks that she was just going to get the down payment for that place. Like, I don't know, like, should I check my couch pockets? Like, I feel like I can probably give you, like, $10 for your wedding, you know? Like, and that $10 would be in a gift card that I misplaced, like, probably Sephora.
Or is he hoping that she's just going to start saving money? Like, since she's the one who really works and, like, she's going to be the one to start saving money. I don't know.
She's breastfeeding right now. Like, how much work can you be doing for money?
People bring breast pumps to the job to work. Okay, so the next couple that we're going to talk about is Russ and Paola and Patty. So we start off this episode where Patty gets to Miami and Russ has warned her that Paola's being very like protective over the baby, and so we bring the baby out. He's got a cute outfit on. Both grandmas haven't held him. Grandma Patty goes to smile in little Axel's face. Axel gives her a big smile. Pao has a little twinkle in her heart, and she hands the baby over to Patty, and then her mother and
Abuelita.
Abuelita, aka Gladys. She and Patty sit next to each other, and they, bond with the baby, and it's a really cute moment. Simultaneously, Pao and Russ are fighting like cats and dogs, like siblings, like
fake.
Chickens.
It's also fake, I feel like.
Oh, you think it's fake?
It's just like, like, I don't want anyone to hold my baby. Just kidding, everyone can hold my baby. Like, I just feel like that's fake. Like, also, but I will say this, like, I had cousins that were like, you can't hold my baby until you have, like, a whooping cough vaccine. So, like, if you feel away by the whooping cough vaccine, talk about it in the chat. Did you talk about the beach scene yet? Oh, no.
No.
I like the beach scene only because, I brought up the beach scene. So the beach scene happens next, honey. They go to the beach, and it's like in Miami and it's South Beach or whatever. They want to see how like that baby's gonna react, and it's like the baby's such a baby. It's like this is how the baby's gonna react. Just like put some sand on the baby. The baby's like, God bless. But the baby looks just like Russ with red hair.
Yeah, and she's like, I don't want the baby to be like a little gringuito or whatever she said it is. That she's going to teach the baby Spanish, which I fucking love because he needs to be able to talk to his abuela and everybody on that side of the family when they FaceTime, and that that Russ is actually learning Spanish too, which I love. I mean, obviously he went to Colombia and he had to live there for a while, but does Corey speak Spanish? And Corey's been dating Evelyn for like 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So I love the fact that the American brought the person to America, but still speaks enough of the language to kind of speak to them. I'm like fucking Paul. Hi, Jessie Lee. Welcome to the room. Sorry, girl, that they did not alert you. I don't know what happened, but this was a sneak attack, So we're talking about Happily Ever After as the title would dictate. And we're done with Pao and Russ. The next couple that we're going to talk about is Azan and Nicole. Hello, welcome.
It's not us.
I know.
Yeah, but often when I have my live, people come over and like answer the door. You've been there before when I do that on my live. Anyway, so yeah, let's talk about it. So Nicole has purple hair now. So like that's a choice.
A thing that's happening.
And I feel like that's what happened so early on in the season. Like when we were like, why is her hair so white?
Yeah.
It's because that was in the first stage. She was like, what I really want to do is purple.
No, I think she got depressed. Go ahead.
Some hairdresser was like, okay, well, if you want to do purple, you have to first, by the way, Beth, thank you so much for that super chat.
Super chat from Beth, thank you so much.
Super chat from Beth, thank you so much.
A super chat from Chat, very much.
No, I don't know what you said, but it's super chat. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, I feel like that was the first step. Now she has purple hair and we're going to like have to deal with it. And now, like, guess what? She's going to plan another trip.
Oh my God. So yeah, we saw this in the last episode. She's definitely planning another trip and she's got May real excited about it. She's sitting on the couch. She has a wireless mouse. I don't know why that stood out to me so much. Every single time I watched that episode, which is twice, it stood out to me that she was sitting on the couch with a wireless mouse. Okay, great. Moving on.
That's you.
And then she finds a ticket to Morocco. She, praise be to Allah, and she tells May. May tells her grandmother, why can't I speak? May tells Robbie. Robbie comes and sits on the couch next to Nicole, and they talk about the fact that Nicole lied about
the shop again. Yeah, they don't like. Shop never existed. Fine. Yeah, no, but here's the thing. When I said I had pictures and we deleted them, because we took up pictures of a shop that we just saw that day. And to show you that shop. Okay, so yeah.
So technically we did delete a picture of a shop. It just wasn't the shop that we said that we had purchased because there is no shop. And we said that there was a shop because you guys are really hard on us. And when you came to Morocco, Azan was so nervous, Mom. You made Azan so nervous that we just had to lie.
About $6,000. Someone asked me any other questions about it. Never existed.
Never existed.
And then it never happened.
Robbie is like, so you lied to me? And she's like, well,
if you put it that way.
Jennifer, thank you so much for the super chat.
Jennifer.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah. Okay, so she's just like, when you put it like that, just like, what do you mean when you put it like that? Lying is lying. There's no when you put it like that, Nicole.
When I say the facts of the case and I state them out loud with breath, lying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And so she is so excited. And this is what the weirdest thing. It's almost like it's foreshadowing because she's like, babe, I bought the tickets. And he's like, oh, you bought the tickets. I honestly can't believe you bought the tickets for real.
I'm so excited, honestly.
But it's good. It's happy. I'm happy to see you and me.
I'm honestly happy.
Oh my God. It is the worst. Because the way he says it sounds like he literally can't believe. Like he's like, oh my God, you bought the tickets? I can't believe you bought the tickets. But then he like flips it at the last second. He's like, I can't believe. I'm honestly so excited is what I am. Not so disappointed or worried.
And 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later, girl.
They're not going to Morocco.
Azan canceled the trip. She's not going to Morocco. And they didn't even say it like in a confessional. It was just kind of like a place card with some words on it. That's how you know. Like,
it was at the inside. Inside of my nose has an itch, which is always annoying,
Oh my God.
Oh,
I didn't know what you were talking about for the
because
first
I feel like I'm lying
words
of
your sentence.
Because like the inside of this. No,
nope.
I'm not. Okay, right. Oh, that's another super chat, Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth, thank you so much for the super. God, she just. I'm sorry for those of you who are trying to just watch a recap of the show. I
love you so much. That girl is
because
not me.
Chris will not.
Thank you so much. Okay, so
ridiculous.
May's adorable, and so they don't go to Morocco.
Thank you for trying to get back. All right, so did we watch Pedro and Chantal? Let's talk about Pedro and Chantal.
Great.
Okay, so where we left off is Pedro left the Dominican Republic, and he went out. Edit this part. Control B, highlight, delete.
Okay. It's my nose. Lie.
This is really hard with a partner. Okay. Pedro is leaving Santo Domingo with Chantal, and they're in a minivan, and they stop off to Pedro's mom's house to say goodbye, to give their final farewells.
Yeah.
Farewells.
It's wares that are fair.
Oh, Lenice Murphy, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you.
You guys are
glad.
Super chatting it up.
Super chatting it. You guys are great. Thank you so much. We totally appreciate it.
I see some super chats.
So then they, they get to the house, and Chantal doesn't get out of the car. She says it's not a good idea idea for her to say goodbye, which is completely rude. I don't know about you guys, but in my Caribbean culture, it is completely rude to leave someplace and not say bye to somebody, especially your in-laws, especially if your husband gets out of the car himself to go say bye and you stay in the car like an asshole.
Yes.
So,
and you've been preaching all fucking season long about family. What you have to do and come over Thanksgiving. Like, I'm sorry, did his family physically attack you? Like, nope, but your family physically attacked his, and yet you want him to go to your family's house and trust them, and you won't even go. I mean, like,
it's crazy. I mean, it's bananas.
Hypocrisy is too much.
The hypocrisy is just like so ridiculous. Oh my God, Mr. Preston, thank you so much for the super chat. You're amazing. Thank you guys.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
For the super chat is to be used to say something. So if you guys want to like add some words to it, then it makes your comment pop out more. But thank you to those of you. No, I don't know what's going to happen here. No, don't
Preston,
don't
you
say
can
it.
Just get a little gift.
Shh, Chris. I'm going to have to film another video. I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's stay on track.
Okay, fine.
Here, I'm not going to give this to you.
Don't.
And so...
No, we're talking about other people. We're talking about... No, I know what Chantal and Pedro.
I know. I'm trying to think of where it was.
Do you want me to talk?
Go ahead.
Until you think about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that she was talking about how Chantal and Pedro, like Chantal wouldn't come out of the car and it was really, really rude.
Oh, yes. And then the hypocrisy. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. The hypocrisy. You're absolutely right, Chris. I 100% agree with you. So they get back to the U.S. and Pedro, in her words, goes right back to his old ways. Pedro, like, how does she speak? Pedro, I don't really try. Like, how do you speak with the jaws? Like,
yeah, nothing else moves.
Pedro doesn't. Let me just
freeze your whole face.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
When we got back to the U.S., Pedro went right back to his old ways. Did I do it?
Yeah, you did.
Oh my God, that was so hard.
Cry like her. Oh no! Like, let's move.
Hold on.
Don't move any of that.
Hold on.
You're moving too much.
Okay, I'm trying.
Mm-mm. I feel like she cries like so much, so she has like so much.
Wait,
lashes.
we're not at the crying yet. We're not at the crying yet. Fine,
but when you do the crying, I get to do it.
Yeah, you get to do it when we do it. This is the crying. Okay, so she sits down. He's at his computer table, his gaming station, and she sits down and she's just like, I need some questions answered. And he's just like, why do you want to talk about baby? And he sits down on the couch. I mean, he's more annoyed than that. And he sits on the couch and she's just like, why did you go to the Dominican Republic without me? What did your mom set us up to fall in love so that you can come to America and send money back to them? And Pedro's like, God damn it. Like, he just like is like, I thought this shit was over. Remember when she's like, we have some more things to talk about in the Dominican Republic. And he's like, he's like, no, we don't have nothing to talk about. That's back then. I don't talk about anything in the Dominican Republic. Like, immediately shuts it the fuck down.
Yeah, as fast as possible.
Yeah, and then he comes over to her and he sits down and she's like, I feel like you're upset because I didn't go and speak to your mother and sister. But the reason I didn't go is because I felt I was going to say something that I shouldn't say. And he's like, because you don't have any manners, baby. It's just because you don't have any manners. It's okay. It's because you don't have any manners. Like, so... Like, I know why.
Thinking about it. No, you know why. Oh, you don't know why? I'll tell you why. Oh, that's weird. You don't know why? I'll tell you about yourself. No manners. Manners none.
You're animal, okay? You're raised by los lobos. Like, you are literally an animal. That's why you didn't say bye to my mom. But it's okay, baby, because I love you. Yeah. So, like, he's pissed at her. And then he's, like, so angry that he's just like, you know what? When I get my 10-year green card, I'm leaving you. If it's still the same way, I'm leaving you. I'm going to say bye. And she was like, don't threaten. I mean, only one person. Go. Wait, I'll hold it.
Don't you threaten me. Don't threaten me. I'm going to go in this other room and cry.
Okay, wait a minute. Mister, thank you so much for the super chat. And Kelly Rush, Who is going to send $3? Thank you, Kelly. Oh, you guys doing a bidding? Oh, that's great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. And then he gets up and he comes over to her to continue the argument because he says, look, now we're starting to get down to it. Now that I'm telling you how I feel, you get upset and you run away. So no, let's finish having this conversation. So he gets up and follows her and she's like, I just can't right now. And he like walks away from her. But I'm just like, what did you think was going to happen when this man has had to tell you over and over again that he loves you and that he's in this for you and then all this stuff, and then you ask that you bring it up again, and he's just like, if you want another man, go find another man, girl. Like, yeah, like it's fine. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired.
Yeah. I'm never gonna make you happy. Like, obviously, everything I do is wrong, and you always are mad. That's always my fault. It's always my fault, and I'm always gonna make you mad. Then find another guy because I. Yeah.
Your marriage, your parents, your family is just drama. I don't know how is he on this show if he's not playing along? How could he? Oh, I thought you were telling me to. How could he continue to be a part of this drama? It looks so real. Like I was telling Chris that it feels like one person has a script and the other person just has no idea what's going on and is just getting frustrated at the shenanery that's being put in front of them, right?
They have their own spinoff, so he is a part of it.
He's a part of the. So he knows.
That is. It is.
Yeah, I don't know why he would continue to do this show unless the filming of Family Chantal was being filmed at the same time as HEA. You would think that he would just be out. Like he would just be like, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going on. It's manufactured, but it's so good. I mean, but in a very trashy way, in a way that's like crazy. And she's so good at social media. Like she doesn't put Pedro on her thing. So there's no spoilers. Pedro doesn't have her on his, at least the last time I saw. They are not spoiling it for anyone. So we have no idea what's going to happen to them in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is so amazing. This is how you do 90 Day Fiancé. This is why we're still keyed into the Family Chantal, even though we want to punch him.
And this is why we are also fast forwarding Ashley and Jay, because all your business we don't give her about you.
Yeah.
We let everything go. Like, fast fucking forward. I don't care about you.
Yep, exactly. All right, what is the last couple that we're going to be talking about? Oh, Larissa and Colty.
Oh, save the best for last.
Oh my God.
Vanessa Williams, honey. Sometimes the snow comes down in June.
Sometimes the sun goes round the moon. Just when I thought a chance had passed,
we went and saved the best for last. Oh God, it's so beautiful. Are you guys just like crying from the beauty of our 90s tunes?
Yeah, that was really great. I had to like clear my throat.
And I know. And I was like, do I try and harmonize that last note? Like,
no.
We would have made the best for us, or best.
Okay, that worked in that moment. All right, so we start off with Biggie Piggy, where she's calling him all manners.
Oh, my
names.
favorite. That is so. She's so.
And he's like, wait, let me read it.
Okay.
I'm tired. I know you're tired. Fat too.
That's the reading of it, and then will you just do it so I can just do it as fast as you do?
Oh my God.
Just say I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I know you are. I'm fat too.
Because you're fatty. Like, it just is so.
I know you are fat too. You're both.
Yeah.
I see them both in you. I know what you both look like. I can see you every day. I don't want to look at you anymore, but I do. You're fat. You're ugly. You're tired. I will see you both. Just like it's just. As fast as possible. I love her so much, and just like.
But the thing is, though, I actually kind of, when Debbie started, I'm moving forward. Anyways, so they're sitting at the dining room dinner table, slot machine table, and they're like, he's like, I'm this, and she's like, okay, and he's like, I'm that, and she's like, okay, and then she's like, okay, I want to get a divorce. Are you gonna threatening me? Like, you are threatening me. Okay.
Like, you're Pedro Chantal. You're Pedro Larissa right now is like
the same. I can't. It's the same right now. It's all in my head. Okay,
but it's great.
Yeah.
And Debbie is losing her goddamn.
We're not there yet. Okay. We're not there yet. And so then she gets upset and she leaves again after they have this argument. Yeah. And when the next scene is a whole hour and a half later, okay, from the episode. The next scene is him with a box, packing up her shit, throwing things in a box because Larissa was arrested a third time.
Yes.
Which we did not know about. Because I didn't know she was arrested a third time. I thought it was only 2 times. Did you know it was 3 times?
You know what? I think I once read 3 times and then like hadn't read it in a minute. And then like when they said it, I was like, yeah, it was 3 times.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
And so she is not there and he refused to bail her out because he says he's Jessie Lee, thank you so much.
For the funnies and the harmonies.
Thanks.
You guys. Thanks for appreciating it.
And so she just was Debbie called the police on her. So the first time he called the police on her. The second time an internet person called the police because she requested it. And the third time Debbie called the police on her. They are fucking horrible. I mean, I don't care what she has done to Colt. Nothing she's done deserves the police. Now, I do think, based on the fact that Debbie started crying the way she started crying, that something is up. Like maybe she was kind of abusive. I don't know. Like, I feel like I want to believe Debbie a little bit. To play devil's advocate. But the way Colt is like yelling, like he's acting and reading a script is like, you didn't notice that? I don't ever want to see her again. I'm going to make sure she doesn't get her green card. I'm tired of being belittled and mentally abused. Like he just goes on this rant and Debbie starts to cry because she has never seen her son speak in that level of tone of voice because he's always at a monotone, like, I love you, Mom. You look cute. Mom, don't worry. Mom, it's not you. Oh, you're so sweet when you cry. I love you so much, you cutie pie.
It was just so hard to say you get abused.
I love you. Mom, I don't resent you at all, Mom. Wait.
You do resent me if you wasn't around. I would have. My neighbor. If you weren't around, if I wasn't around, you still would have worked.
Don't cry, Mom. Don't cry.
What is that? Is that a glasses?
Anyways, I don't even know what we were saying, but the rumor has Larissa found out. Oh, let me just show that and not read it. Okay, so so she starts to cry and Larissa's not in that last episode, and it looks like the tell-all girl.
Now we're going to be introduced to something that we know of if you've been watching or Larissa following Larissa on Instagram, which is her like new man, who is
hot.
Yeah, so I was like, you're not gonna like, you're not gonna like,
What? Just say it already. We're live. I can't edit this.
You know what I know. So like, you guys know what I'm talking about. So when you see him, when you see him next week, just like, okay, great.
So that's it for this episode. What did you guys think?
God,
we did it in 27 minutes.
That's
and
a normal thing.
Are 163 people in this room and only 41 likes. If you guys like what just happened, if you like what you just saw, please give this video a thumbs up.
So you should do that now, which means you should sometimes have to edit out of the chat, like get out and then thumbs it up and come right back in because we're still here, hungry for those likes. And we're going to go live on my channel tomorrow morning. So if you're like, we want more of this duo immediately within the next 24 hours, 12 hours, in fact, just go to my channel. I'm Chris Farah. If you haven't noticed, Chris Farah, 1R. It's on YouTube. And then, I'll be here tomorrow with this one right here, drinking from my new coffee cup, which I showed you.
Oh yeah, she bought a cup. Don't forget to look down below and buy the merch that Chris got. There's shirts, there's mugs, hoodies. Get into it.
Yeah, get in.
All right, you guys. So let's have a kiki and a conversation down in the comment section. I want to thank those of you who were making comments to the right of the screen. We didn't get to anybody because we had to make this a quick video due to the time and what we have to do for the rest of the evening. And this is being a recap, and I wanted to be, kind to the people who are not watching this live.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So we're going to be on Chris's channel tomorrow at, we don't know, sneak attack. These are all sneak attacks.
When we get up, honey.
Yeah, we can't be scheduling things.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Wahima. This is
Chris Farah.
And she can be found on Instagram at
Chris L. Farah.
And she can also be found on YouTube at
Chris Farah.
Yep.
Or my Facebook group, Vanity Farah.
Yes, all Farahs. Farah. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Jessie Lee. Thank you, Tiana Harris, and all of you guys at Lynn J for being my moderators. You guys are doing the Lord's work. Bye, you guys. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. We're still only at 68. Bye.
Bye.